Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's Lair. I am your host, Larry the Chupacabra, and we are back for some more Ludum Dare 35 action here today, checking out the concept of shapeshifting, which was the theme for Ludum Dare number 35. And the first one we're going to be taking a look at today is Subdragon by Deep Night, and this is a game where you love the graphics in this. It's like I'm playing a Metroid game. I love this. This is great. But this is a game where we play like this flying submarine where the blue half of our submarine here is bulletproof, which we use to deflect bullets, and the red half is our squishy underbelly that shoots missiles. And with it, we must travel around murdering all of these evil blobules. And trying not to get shot, because if we get hit like one time, that's it for us. We are a dragon without organs, and I like my organs. They're great. They're the best organs you ever, you ever did see. And we explode with some nice sounds that indicate our exploding. Alright, I'm just gonna zip through here. The trick here is to just not stop moving unless you absolutely need to. And then as you flippity-floop around, oh yes, also don't hit the enemies or you will explode. And as you flippity-floop around, just make sure you don't run into stuff or you'll explode. But I like this game. It's got an interesting concept, minus the fart where I exploded just there. There we are. Okay, that was not intentional. There was no strategy there at all. Oh, come on, Dragon Tail. But yeah, it's all about your positioning your character so that you don't explode, which I suppose is rather a handy thing to do, not explode. Exploding tends to be bad for the complexion, they tell me. I mean, I read those Don't Explode monthly newsletters, but I like this idea. It's all about positioning your little character so that he don't explode, which, you know, again, bad for the complexion. Bad for the undersea diving excursions that you want to do later in life. And so we just gotta make sure everything is dead and exploded, and then the gate to the next zone will open up for us. And then there's all sorts of different enemies. This one is one that is positional, so it'll only explode one direction going down. Oh, and I spawned inside the terrain there, it looks like. Okay. There we go, shoot you. It's all about angling. It's critical that you angle yourself correctly, so you don't explode, Larry. Don't you know it? But no, I think this is a very strong entry. It's very explorative, and it's a very specific and very well knit together set of tools that you have in order to defeat your enemies, of which there are a number of different varieties, and they don't need to be super complex. Because again, the hallmark of a really good game is often simplicity over like a ridiculous amount of complexity. So that's always really nice to see. Well, looks like I gotta run the gauntlet here. Don't explode me, you spicy devils, you. There we go, perfect. So it's really just about going through and handling new enemies and destroying them. And while I don't always like to draw comparisons to other games, I will say that games like Metroid, the Metroid series, is all about going through the game and defeating enemies that give you abilities that will be hypercritical for you to defeat enemies in the next leg of your adventure. In this case, you know, you could have new, like, technology-based enemies that want to make you explode. That would certainly be on the menu. And I'm trying to think of what sort of submarine-type things you would need. Like, maybe... So right now, your space button lets you hold into a configuration so that you can move around, like, you know, in a static shape so that you can control yourself better. But maybe you could hit, like, Q or E in order to... Wait, does my Q do a thing? Oh, I guess it just takes me straight back. Is that a strafe? Oh, R is restart the area. Okay, well that just exploded me. Unnecessarily. But I'm trying to think, you could have like submarine missiles, you could have all sorts of shenanigans with a character like this. You could have a super crazy shield, or you could have like a submarine dash so you could dash through an area really fast so that it reduces your likelihood of exploding in an area that's just a straight shot. Alright, there we go. Don't explode, Larry, it's bad for you. There we go. Blow you up. Perfect! Ooh, I haven't dealt with these guys before. Are these like... Okay, they're just 360s. How to do this? I guess just snake in there and get them one at a time. Yeah. Well, anyway, I like the concept. The artwork is very strong in here. The sound design, all of that stuff. I'd love to see this, like, you know, getting a bunch of different abilities or technological upgrades you could, like, get to defeat newer enemies, overcome different environmental obstacles, and maybe just for grins, a story to kind of wrap the whole thing up in a nice little bow. So, very nice job, Deep Knight. I thoroughly enjoyed this. This felt like a very strong concept that just needs a little bit more tweaking, refining, and a few more objects in it, and you'd be good to go to do the stuff with the things. And everyone loves those, the stuff with the things. And look, they've got bubbles that come up, and you've got, like... This kind of looks like clouds. This is kind of weird, this texture. But other than that, good stuff. I don't have any complaints about the controls or anything. Everything's pretty straightforward. Just a few weird hitboxes when you respawn. Sometimes you end up in the terrain and explode. But aside from that, I like it. More abilities, some story, some environmental plot stuff going on. You'd be good. Alrighty, next up here we have a very unorthodox entry by Sophie Kirschner, also known as Mad K. And this is a story of a ghost which shapeshifts or inhabits the body of furniture, and it's terrorizing you, and the only way to deal with this is, and I guess that guy's jerking it right now, or I don't know what he's doing, but you gotta pee on the furniture. This is Furniture Ghost, and you have to mark your territory so he doesn't do that stuff to you. And this is gonna be tricky for your pal Larry because this screen is extremely small, and I cannot really... Oh, don't touch me, Ghosty. Oh, the ghost has the bad touch. But I have to go around, I have to find the furniture with the ghost's face on it in, like, a house that could best be described as a warehouse. And then you just pee on stuff to get rid of it. So I'm looking for a ghost face. Ghost face. I found it before, but... Again, this is a little bit tricky to see the ghost in this gigundo hallway of furniture. Huh. Is this it? Nope. Can't run out of pee-pee, Larry. You wouldn't want to do that. Normally, like, I don't know. No, I've not seen a lot of games like this before. I did in the past get a game that involved, penises being thrown at a disembodied floating head like the Andros head from Star Fox, which received quite a bit of bad review. Oh, get out of here, ghost. Really? Okay, apparently I fucked that up. I didn't see the ghost, wherever it was, in that set of furniture. Now, this is going to be all blown up when I put it out for, you know, for preview for everybody else. Oh, found the ghost. Found him. But it's very hard for me to see the ghost eyeballs, because this screen is literally like, I don't know, 250 by 250 on my screen. And I can't get it to full screen, which is unfortunate. If I had one request for indie developers, give me the ability to full screen your games. Now, that is my only request. Now, that's harder for web games, but I can blow that window up. This one I really can't. And Subdragon was a game that was... I could zoom in and make it a little bit easier for me. Also, you can't go back in this game, which is interesting. So where is the ghost? I am just straight up not seeing anything eyeballish or wibbly wobbly weird. But I don't know, marking your territory to expel a ghost. That is certainly a new one, I will say. And you can't just quickly spritz all these objects either. I just can't see it. I mean, so let's talk about this game. Oh, come on, Ghosty. Maybe a little bit easier time of identifying where the ghost is in this furniture / household appliances would be nice. And yeah, the ability to, like, make the screen larger or full screen. I understand that there's limited time. It certainly is what it is. But I'd like maybe some more detail, maybe some sounds as I spritz the room with urine. And I think you'd be on to something odd here. I don't know. Oh, here he is. There's the ghost. Pete on the ghost. So you gotta win 4 out of whatever times, or the ghost will murder you by fondling your gibbles. And I think we all know that I don't like gibble fondling of my person. So I'm kind of just looking in on my screen right now. I leaned in, that's why I got quiet for a little bit there. Is this it? No. I'm probably dead. I think I'm about to be dead. From ghost fondle. See, this is what the Ghostbusters were really concerned with, is just people getting molested by ghosts with their pants off trying to pee on furniture. That's the real secret of all of that business. Okay, that wasn't it. Alright, come kill me, Ghosty. I'm ready for you. Up. He was in the middle of the room. So let's give that one more go. But I feel like more detail, maybe more setting here. Like, why is this guy being tormented by a flippin' ghost? Like, really? That is my question for you. And why is he just spanking his noodle in the middle of the day? Man, you got stuff to do probably, man. Don't be like that. Oh, there's an angry stove, I think. Yep, angry stove, gotcha. Nana boo boo, I'm gonna get you. It's interesting that I saw that, so it's like it was literally an angry stove. That was kind of a nice hinty hint, I will say. Maybe a time limit too, like you gotta get the ghost in so much time, or you can run out of urine, so you have to refill it like sinks or wash basins, but if you run out of urine in the wash basin is possessed by the ghost, you might get bit and lose health, and you gotta go find it again. All sorts of options. But yeah, I mean, more detail would be a must, because I can't see this, and I can't really get too much closer to the screen. So, I mean, it's alright. I don't really know what to say about this. I'm always willing to say that weird concepts would work. But I just don't always know about that. Like, this is funky. It looks like people on the Ludum Dare page certainly thought it was unique. And give me some sounds. I definitely need some ghostly sounds. So, oh, come on, Ghosty. What's your problem, man? Alright, but nice job anyway, Mad K. This is certainly not something I expected. I kind of like the idea of peeing on a ghost, though, because ghosts are just gnarly. And that just seems just the right amount of vengeance. Is that not the ghost? Oh, it is the ghost. I gotcha, you son of a bitch. But yeah, I feel like it's missing something, and you'd be good after that. I don't know. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have Paper Chase, which is the final compo entry from this trifecta. And this was made by Dragon XVI. And it is probably the fullest-fledged platformer that I have seen today. And I have trialed, like, I think 4 or 5 games, some of them didn't work. And, basically, you're a living piece of paper, and you can transform into several different shapes. A parachute, a paper airplane, which you can then use to fly across the room. and also a paper boat. And I just love how cute this game is. It really shows the level of utility and craft that people have gone through in order to turn basic paper into a toy. And the last thing is, you just can't fall into these fires because, well, you're paper. It kinda goes without saying, doesn't it? So we're just going to run and jump and avoid getting murdered as best as we can. And this game has got a lovely soundtrack and some different artworks and ambiance to it and noises. It's a good mix and match. It really is. Whoops, I completely missed my mark with turning into the boat there, but oh well. I think if I had one complaint in this game, it's simply that it's a little hard to control, it's a little floaty, and I wouldn't mind it if, like, the controls were a little different, because 1, 2, 3, 4 and arrow keys is nice, but I'd like an alternate set where I can use WASD and like E, Q, and R to turn into things. So let's see here. I need to float like a butterfly, sting like some sort of Malaysian wasp monster. And then we hop up into the mailbox and we go about our merry way. So I like the concept here. It's good stuff. Now I just have to mix and match my 3 forms in order to do the things that I need. And that is to get through this without dying or getting burned alive or something. Whoops. What does this page of Fantastic Wonderment say? I'm not sure even something or what other can do this next bit. Or not sure just number 1, I think is what it's trying to say. Again, this particular window is a little on the small side. So it's a little hard for me to see what is going on here. Alright, so what's the dealio here, Fofilio? Ooh, this is gonna be clutch maneuvering. Alright, gotta be careful. Ah! Crabopples. Crab monkeys. Well, I mean, I got far, that's for sure. Oh, no. Frickin' water. It's weird that I would be waterproof in my regular form, but... Or not my regular form, my boat form, but not this other form. Wow, I got this down the first time just fine. Oh, no. Ah. Oh, there we go. Oh, I like crazy transformed there for a sec. Well, whatever works, man. What? Up. Come on, you. My buttons. Oh, that's what my problem is. My buttons aren't doing the thing. Oh, nope. I was gonna try and bug it out there, but that didn't quite work. All right. There we go, perfect. You just can't zonk yourself out, Larry. That's the secret here. Alright, now let's try this again. Ah! I clipped the frickin'... I clipped the... Oh, no. I clipped the frickin' fire there. And that wasn't so good. No siree Bob. But no, like, this is a game that has everything working out the way that you'd want it for a platformy adventure game. It really does. And then you could add, like, you gotta seek a wizard or a little boy that or little boy or girl that made you, and then go on, like, an adventure or something. I don't know. I am just... Okay, let me just focus for a sec here. Okay, so the controls are a little floatier than I would like, I will say. It's taking a bit of my concentration. Alright, let's just fly way over here. Oh, forgot to hit the boat button. Man, I'm gonna have to trim out some of this, I'm sure, but I do like this. Like, it's got all the pieces of a good platformer, and who knows, maybe in like a full-fledged version of this game, you don't get all of these powers at one time. Maybe you have to work at it and unlock them from like origami manuals or something. I could certainly see that being a thing. It's real cute and I like it. Just the whole package is really nice. Just give it some more depth some more environments that you could find yourself in, and maybe some additional unlockable powers, and I think you'd be good to go on this one. Oh, water, huh? Let me see. Oh yeah, 4 turns you into a little boat. It can also jump. You're right, game, it can jump. And I need to hop up here so I can get to our little mailbox. Yay! Some of these levels are definitely a bit harder than others. That is true. Well, like this one, for example. Alright. Up, 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 and away. So this one, I just like the concept of shape-shifting that you've got in this one. It's simple, it's cute, and it's something everyone is familiar with, and that's a little paper person. Little papercraft man doing stuff with things. Alright, what does this say? Switch between parachute and boat for forms. Oh, okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that was a little bit more than I was prepared for, I think. Alright, well that's it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. This has certainly been a wonderful set of games. You guys just keep impressing me with all these cool ones. And yeah, keep up the good work. It's been great. I love this stuff. And I'll catch you guys and gals next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check out these games for yourselves. And I'll see you later. I've been your host, Larry. This has been Subdragon, Furniture Ghost, and Paper Chase, and I'll catch you next time. Toodles, everybody!